Before then, though, let's take a trip to the movies, shall we? For Friday morning, bank holiday, okay? And when most places are closed, let's be honest, we're not going anywhere. As we do every Friday, James Luxford marking our card for us. Films to keep us entertained over the weekend. James, who's from Stratford-upon-Avon, writes reviews for the Radio Times, a Metro newspaper, and he's on with us this morning from Stratford this morning. Good morning, James. How are you?
I'm all right, thanks. How are you?
Yeah, very well indeed. Thanks very much. I did cycle through Stratford the other afternoon at about sort of 4 o'clock. It was ever so weird cycling through the middle of Stratford-upon-Avon at 4:30 and it being quiet as a mouse.
Oh wow, bit of
eerie.
That's some scene from a movie, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. Okay, I want to just tap into your movie expertise in, if I may. I was having a debate and conversation. I watched the new Guy Ritchie movie, True Gentleman, the other day, with Matthew McConaughey in it, and Hugh Grant playing a naughty villain, which is really strange. And I was saying to a friend of mine, there's sort of bits of, it's very Tarantino-esque in this, and he went right off the, no way is Guy Ritchie like Tarantino. No way is Tarantino movies like Guy Ritchie movies. I mean, like this really sort of, strong debate about the influences that both have. And I was just saying, well, look, there's a kind of a scene in True Gentleman. You'll know the one I'm on about, where Matthew McConaughey comes in to find his wife at a desk with one of the villains behind her, and it kind of made me think of Marcellus Wallace in Pulp Fiction in a particular scene in that. With what, I won't give too much away and being too graphic at this time in the morning, and I just thought, well, that's very Tarantino-esque, that scene, but I don't know. I mean, you might say to me, Tosh, Phil, Tarantino's all about Hollywood and Guy Ritchie's all about being the British gentleman, because a lot of his characters are, aren't they?
Absolutely. I mean, I would completely agree with you. I think Guy Ritchie comes out of that generation with Quentin Tarantino, which was sort of a more stylized take on crime movies, more of ensemble movies. The Gentleman, as you described, it's very much out of that playbook, and I think that's a fair comparison.
Hey, see, it's why we're mates. So, picks for the weekend. Let's start with, this is a massive film, isn't it, that you've picked up on for tonight?
Yep, tonight, 9 o'clock, film 4. It's Heat, Michael Mann's thriller where Al Pacino plays a cop trying to foil the final heist of a career criminal played by Robert De Niro.
You see me doing thrill-seeker liquor store holdups with a Born to Lose tattoo on my chest?
No, I do not.
Right. I am never going back.
Then don't take down scores.
I do what I do best. I take scores. You do what you do best, trying to stop guys like me.
A very famous scene, isn't it? The two of them together, mano a mano, Pacino, De Niro. They're sat in a cafe, aren't they, if I recall, opposite each other during that scene.
Yes, an absolutely fantastic crime movie. I think one of the best. As you said, the scene in the diner that you just heard there, I think probably one of the most iconic in film history. And it's just a film that has everything: suspense, great writing, superb acting. De Niro and Pacino together. I think this is the first time they shared the screen. They're, of course, in The Godfather Part 2 in different timelines. But, great actors like Val Kilmer's very good in this movie. Just some really good performances. A big, meaty crime film to get your teeth into, I think, on a Friday night.
Good. Heat, Friday night, tonight, 9 o'clock on Film 4, moving from Friday to something a bit more, family-friendly for tomorrow tea time.
Absolutely. Saturday, 6:20, BBC One. Finding Dory, the sequel to Finding Nemo. This time, as you might imagine, focused on the forgetful fish, Dory.
Where exactly are you trying to go?
To the gym of the Baltic.
The Jewel of Morro Bay, California.
Yes!
No, Dory, California's all the way across the ocean.
Then we better get going.
How come every time we're on the edge of this reef, one of us is trying to leave? For once, can't we just enjoy the view?
How can you be talking about the view when I remembered my family?
No, we've done our ocean travels. That part of our lives is over. The only reason to travel in the first place is so you don't have to travel ever again.
Yeah, but I want to...
Just keep swimming. Just keep swimming. It's Renee Zellweger again, is it, in the voice of Dory?
Oh no, it's Ellen DeGeneres.
Ellen
The
DeGeneres, that's
American-
who it is. Brilliant. I love. I mean, I love Finding Nemo because it was a bit of a sort of a father and son journey. So that's always got a kinship with me. But Finding Dory, like you say, told from her perspective this time.
Yes, there is still that father-son relationship as Marlin and Nemo go and try and find Dory, but it does focus on Ellen DeGeneres' character Dory there. And Pixar sequels can be a bit hit or miss sometimes, but I really enjoyed this. It keeps the humor, keeps the heart of the original, and finds somewhere new to go. That I think that's so important for any sequel. It can't just be coming back for the sake of it, and this takes it in a new direction.
Free to air, of course, on the BBC 6:20 tomorrow tea time on BBC One, and another free to air on network TV. This is you picked a blockbuster for a Sunday afternoon here, James, haven't you?
Yes, a hell of a blockbuster. Sunday, 5:45 ITV. It's Steven Spielberg's Jurassic Park, the classic about a dinosaur theme park that experiences, should we say, some teething problems.
You stood on the shoulders of geniuses to accomplish something as fast as you could, and before you even knew what you had, you patented it and packaged it and slapped it on a plastic lunchbox, and now you're selling it. You want to sell it. Well,
I don't think you're giving us our due credit. Our scientists have done things which nobody's ever done before.
yeah, but your scientists were so preoccupied with whether or not they could, they didn't stop to think if they should.
Yeah, Mr. Goldblum in full flow there, and teething. I like that, teething problems. Very good.
It's probably I think Jeff Goldblum's most iconic role, and almost everyone involved's most iconic film. And to me, the gold standard of what a blockbuster should be, the Hollywood summer movie, just a great filmmaking, a good story, a high concept, great effects. Would you believe 27 years on, I still find something new every time I watch it. It's just wonderful.
Good stuff. James, fantastic. Thanks very much indeed for that. And we'll speak again on Monday. You'll do some, it won't be Monday actually. Can we do Tuesday? After the bank holiday,
Absolutely,
okay,
sure.
Yeah, brilliant. Okay, and we'll speak next week, and we'll prepare you with some movie picks for the week ahead with James next week. Enjoy your weekends watching, won't you? And hopefully a couple of great recommendations for you right there.
CWR Breakfast
with Phil Upton.
Just gone 9:30. Dry right now.